Most beginners make the exact same mistake. They fly with no plan, just vibes. That's why their footage feels random, forgettable, and it's hard to edit. But pros, they plan their shots before they even launch the drone, and that one shift makes all the difference. How about this? Does this sound like you? You launch the drone, you hit record, and then you fly around until you get the 20% battery warning, and then what? You land, rush home, dump the footage on your computer, and you realize none of it is worth editing. You recorded 25 minutes of footage, and you got maybe 15 seconds that's worth using. Yeah, that used to be me. But here's the thing. The best drone filmmakers, they don't wing it. They don't rely on just having the eye. They plan their shots before they ever hit record. That's the difference. Take a look at these shots. Do they feel random or like they belong together? They feel coherent. Why? Because they're in a shot sequence. A shot sequence is just a series of planned shots from different angles that capture a scene. And all your favorite movies do it. Take this sequence from The Incredibles. In 12 seconds, you get an establishing shot, multiple medium shots, and a close-up. Now let's go back to the opening shots. See the pattern now? In this video, I'll show you the exact method I use to plan those shots and how you can do the same on your next flight. Now, most beginners think they can fly around and find good shots in the moment. Don't worry, once again, I did that too. But that's backwards. Great drone footage starts before takeoff. The best videographers, they think like editors. They know what they need, how it fits together, and how to capture it. It's not about talent, it's about preparation. To avoid random, unusable footage, use this simple 3-shot structure. It's the foundation of any great drone sequence. This first shot is the establishing shot. This is your wide cinematic overview. It orients your viewer. It gives them context. Think about sweeping cityscapes or coastlines. Then we move on to the medium shot. Now you move in a little bit closer. Maybe the medium shot might highlight something specific in the scene, like a pier, a trail, maybe a lighthouse. They normally show the relationship between the subject and the background. And sometimes as the drone moves, you may even get what's called the parallax effect. That's when the foreground and the background, they kind of move at different speeds or maybe different directions as the camera moves. Now, if your drone happens to have a telephoto lens, then you can even enhance this effect even more. A telephoto lens is also known as a zoom lens. It allows your drone to capture, or your camera, to capture distant objects up close. The next shot is called the top down. Now, this one is a classic. Top downs show what you can't see from the ground. They tend to add some contrast and a fresh perspective, and it's a signature drone move. Together, these 3 shots, they bring structure and rhythm to your footage. And of course, there are more shots you can use, but for right now, we're just going to focus on these 3. But the reason these 3 work is they connect to something a little bit deeper. It's on the surface. It's called composition. What is composition? It's how you arrange elements in a frame. Now, the entire principles that guide composition. For example, negative space, leading lines, symmetry, grid lines, balance. Now, you could spend hours learning this stuff. And honestly, you should do it. Because the more you understand it, the more you start to see it. And once you start to see it, that's when you capture it. It's like a muscle. You might not be using it yet, and that's normal, but it gets stronger with practice. Composition is what makes a shot feel intentional, not accidental. Would you want a full video on composition or more types of drone shots? Drop a comment below and let me know. Why does this work? This isn't just a filming technique. This is a mindset shift. See, creativity isn't just spontaneous. It's also, in a sense, strategic. It's about matching what you know with what you see and capturing the moment where they overlap. By planning these 3 simple shots before takeoff, you're solving the edit before it becomes a problem. No more guesswork, no more missed moments, no more, man, I wish I shot that. No, it won't turn your footage into a Marvel movie, but it will make it something that you're proud of. Now, here's your assignment. Remember, we're action biased around here. Pick a location near you and choose a theme. I'll give you 3 options: water, nature, or neighborhood. Now, be real. Don't pick water if you live nowhere near ocean, a sea, or a river. You need to choose a theme that you can do today, tomorrow, or this weekend. Now, think about your shots. What's your establishing shot? What's your medium shot? What's something that would look great from above? Then use that to plan the next time you fly. You could even sketch it out if you need a reference. Now, you only need really one establishing shot, but remember to grab a few medium and a few top-down shots at the same spot. Then once you've planned it, come back and drop a comment. Let me know which one you chose and what you're filming. But the truth is, planning is only half the battle. The other half is your camera settings. If you don't set your drone up right, your footage will never look how you imagined. In the next video, I'll show you the best beginner settings, and I'll also show you some advanced ones that you can grow into. You can also start this series from the beginning by clicking here.